We at How to Kill an Hour love gaming and clovers, so when Numskull told us about the new Dark Souls 3 range, we thought, yeah, we'll have a bit of that. Their hat and t-shirt are especially sick, so we thought we'd give you a chance to get your hands on them for free in our giveaway. If you want to win that, go to howtokillanhour.com/win. That's howtokillanhour.com/win.
Serious?
Yep, this is How to Kill an Hour. I'm Marcus Bronzy.
And I'm Funk Butcher.
There are many ways to kill an hour out there, but thank you for killing one with us.
Love, love, love to all those listening via the Apple Podcast app and Acast. Hello to Baxter, Bill Bolden, West End DJ, SPF Records, and Gavin McHale.
Yeah, that's right. Shout out to Dan the Man and Dan Gould, the founder of the tech brand Digital Trends. Yeah, go check them out at Digital Trends. They're giving us some love as well. If you'd like a shout out on the next episode, all you have to do is subscribe, review on iTunes, and we'll read out the best ones, like Bravo80, who said, How to Kill an Hour podcast is a great way to kill an hour. It's funny, informative, and always puts a smile on my face on my way to work as I get ready for the weekend.
Lovely.
If you don't know how to review us, we made it simple. We put a link in the description called To Review Us. Click here. So, yeah.
Do it, man.
Click on that, man. So, yeah, Killer Bits this week.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, sorry for the delay. We've been away for a little while. It's been a long time. I shouldn't have left you.
We've had podcast to step
to and studios to get to a new studio to get to. Chicka.
Yeah, How to Kill an Hour freestyle exclusive.
Oh my gosh, that play special.
Drop them bombs.
Yeah, we've been moving house basically, and we've moved house. We're in a new house.
Yep, we didn't get evicted. We moved of our own accord.
Yeah, so yeah, we're in a new spot. And we're yet to name it. I don't know what comes to mind, Funk. I don't know. The room.
I'm trying to channel into the chi energies.
Yeah, it will come to you.
Yeah,
it will come to you. But yeah, I've been killing some time this week. Your
birthday recently?
Oh yeah, it's a couple of weeks ago.
Yep.
Yeah, I had a birthday a couple of weeks ago.
What went down, man?
A lot of good eating.
Yep.
Family, friends.
Yep.
Ladies.
Yep.
Obviously. And actually, my actual birthday was on Easter weekend, but the Saturday I actually spent my actual birthday with my family, which isn't easy to do, like with my family, to get everyone there. That was good. And then on the Sunday I went to Preston.
Yep.
A place called Beluga. Shout out to Nick Carter, Hiran, Ryan Peake. They all looked after me there. We had a serious birthday.
Bottles on smash,
bruv. There were bruv
with the sparklers,
bruv. There was no bruv. I don't. All I can say is there was a lot of alcohol flowing around. And
you can't even remember what happened that night, man.
It was a good night. Musically, we went in.
Yep.
But I also realised over my birthday weekend, Funk, that I'm Have you ever? Well, you're not a drinker, but like I'm a drinker, and it's okay to be known as someone that likes a drink. Yeah. But I'm starting to think that my friends think I'm someone that like needs a drink.
Drunken master.
Because my friends threw like a little surprise get together on the Friday before my birthday.
Yeah.
And here are the presents that I got. I got some shot glasses that were actually a pair of glasses with shots as the lenses, so I could pop out my lens and pour you a drink. They would sit. Yeah. I got a drinks dispenser, which was like a water machine but for alcohol, and I got this you know, people funnel drinks when they do like chug drinks.
Oh yeah.
I got this massive water water bottle thing that I could strap onto my back, and it had like a hose on the end of it, and I could just like pour people drinks with it. So
you're gonna get one of those Duff beer hats that Homer has.
Yeah, bro, I might as well look at one of those. All my birthday cards said, "You like a drink? Happy birthday." Everything else was like bottles of vodka. I was like, yeah, this is good. Like, I like a drink, but I'm like, does everyone think like, oh, poor Marcus, we're going to be speaking about him in 10 years time, like he likes a good old drink.
Just for the record, Marcus isn't drunk now. He's stone sober. He's actually got his ginger beer, which is a form of beer.
Okay, yeah, I don't know, but I'm like, yeah, right, ginger beer. Maybe everyone thinks I am. I don't know. If you know me and you think I'm an alcoholic, just let me know. I'm curious, because if I am and I don't know about it, I'm functioning quite well.
Yeah,
I'm doing all right. Maybe I'm an advocate for alcohol. And what else I've been killing time with? Man, am I Snapchat, bruv?
Yeah,
Everyone.
I still haven't fully caught onto it, but they released a new update recently.
Yeah, and they were literally like, Okay, so WhatsApp you can call with. Right, we're gonna do that as well.
Yep.
You can send messages while you call. Okay, you can send emojis while you call, or GIFs. Yeah, we're gonna do that as well.
Yep.
They literally want to be the one-stop shop for everyone. And I think someone tried to buy them for like $1 billion or 100 million recently.
Okay.
And they said no. But I think they're on. If this were, I had a mess around with the video calling thing.
Yep.
And yeah, this isn't like brand new because it's been away for a couple of weeks. So it was hot a couple of weeks ago. But I've not been like on the calling thing per se.
Mm-hmm.
But when I had like a little go on it, it was okay. But it wasn't as stable. It wasn't as like reliable as a FaceTime, man.
Okay. I mean, from the outside looking in, because I would class myself as one of those kind of people from the outside looking in, because I haven't thrown myself into the whole Snapchat community.
Yeah.
How different have they made the whole video calling thing? Because obviously they're a few light years behind Facebook and Skype, because they've had that from a couple of years now.
Yeah. It wasn't crispy. It wasn't crispy. It wasn't it wasn't HD.
Okay.
It's all like a dirty little video. That's what Snapchat's for anyway.
But the actual video messages that people leave on Snapchat are pretty clear. So
yeah, like the video. Oh yeah, that's fine. But I mean, like, you know, like the live streaming, like their version of FaceTime, it's still a bit groggy.
Okay.
And like you can close the video call halfway through trying to message someone through it. Like it's almost sick because like if I send you a picture while I'm talking to you on FaceTime through the video call, like the picture comes up for a little while. So you could be like, I could be like, look at where I was. Send you a picture.
Okay.
You can still see me talking, and the picture pops up, and then it fades away after a few seconds. So that's gonna be sick, but it's still a little bit like meh.
Yeah, they're still lagging behind.
Yeah,
Periscope.
Exactly.
Periscope got their finger on the pulse of that, the streaming.
Yeah, and Facebook streaming as well.
Yeah, I'm seeing people in cinema streaming films on Periscope. I'm just like, people are going in.
People are going in. That's a whole new pirate vibe, isn't it?
Yeah. They predicted that. I mean, I've seen a couple of festivals and live performances where the acts are banning phones for those very reasons, where the live streaming aspect of Periscope is pretty much like you're there.
Yeah.
So all those pay-per-view events, they're banning mobile phones and all that because
why not, man?
They're losing revenue.
What do you think? Like, do you get upset when someone starts streaming during like your set or
during my DJ set?
Snapping?
My only concern is that the more you stream, the less you dance. So it's taken away from the actual enjoyment that people should be having at live events. Now everyone's so hell-bent on documenting.
Look at me, I'm having a good time. Look at me.
Look at me.
I'm having fun.
Look,
I'm so cool.
I'm eating. Look at my food.
Socialite.
Yeah. And the only person who's really, I feel like, nailed it and made it kind of like a comedic factor is DJ Khaled. And I mean, I was never a big fan of his, but the guy's hilarious.
Yeah.
He's really, and I'm still trying to figure out, he's a bit like Joey Essex. I don't know is this a real thing or is this a personality that he's putting forward, because the way he documents his stuff through the Snapchats and all the Instagram posts and everything, it's very entertaining.
I reckon it's part real, and it's like he's a hyped up, amped version of himself. Like Tim Westwood is never gonna be like that all the time. He is like that. Like he is
exactly,
but he isn't. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
like, He's like, if you meet him, he's like, yeah, how's it going, baby? You cool? He's not gonna be like, yo, what? We're going in. Like, he's not gonna walk through a door into his yard and go, we're going in. Like,
but Tim himself, he is a walking caricature.
Yeah, he's like that. In fact, I feel like Tim Westwood is our DJ Khaled.
Yeah,
like,
he's
our DJ Khaled. He's been doing it for years as well. Major key. You can imagine him saying all the Khaled stuff. Major key. Cloth talk. Walk with me.
Yeah.
In fact, they need to do a hookup. Tim Westwood snaps quite good. Who else did I find on Snapchat this week? Let me do some Snapchat love.
Apparently Drake now has a Snapchat, but no one knows what his name is. So
sliding into DMs, man.
Yeah.
Steve-O the Madman.
Ginger Beer Pappy. That's what Drake is.
Yeah, Ginger Pappy. Yeah. Hashtag BBK. Steve-O the Madman on Snapchat.
Yep.
Bruv, this guy is flipping hilarious.
Shouts to Steve-O the Madman, because
do you follow him?
I was following him on Vine. I used to find his Vine posts hilarious.
I just got onto him. Where have I been, bro?
Yeah, hilarious.
Yeah, he's funny. Him and his kids, like, I was watching his snaps the other day. He needs to put these snaps up on. Does he put them on YouTube and stuff after?
I know that some of there's like a compilation of his Vine stuff in YouTube form.
Oh man, I need to find because a couple days ago it was him and his kids in the car,
Yeah.
and he's got 2 daughters.
Yep.
Put some on his snap. He had them clashing over a grime tune. Yeah, and he's clashing his daughters and getting his daughters to clash each other. One of them starts crying, like, because she's got dead bars.
Yeah.
She's like, "Daddy, I've not got dead bars." He's like, "Well, the bars are kind of dead." Like, I was just like, "What?" He's flipping hilarious. And shout out to his girlfriend Emma as well, who
Yep.
she's like Khaled's wife as well. She's
Oh,
always
okay.
like telling him to shut up. He's good, man. He's good. But what you been up to? How you been killing time?
I have been working on my no, I haven't. I've been playing Division. I was gonna try and make it out. I've been really busy, really conscientious with the work, but no, I've had my head in the PS4 playing the new Division game, and it is amazing.
Yes.
Yeah, really good, really immersive. Really, I feel like I'm a SWAT team member,
Yeah.
and it's just based on the whole movement. And they've obviously taken elements from games like Metal Gear Solid and The Hitman, where stealth is key to an aspect, but the whole realism of how you kind of take on the missions that have been set is just second to none. And the replayability factor. I mean, I'm doing the whole story mode at the moment. I haven't kind of logged into the online playing with friends and whatnot, because that's when I start crying and getting upset because I'm no good at those ones.
Yeah, really? No,
Yeah.
but online, the levels online
Yeah,
become absolutely
I can't
ridiculous.
take getting mashed up by a little 8-year-old somewhere in the Ukraine that
Yeah.
plays it 25 hours a day. Not even 24, 25 hours
He's
a
listening
day.
to hip hop and wants to call you nigger.
Yeah.
You little nigger.
You take that.
You take that. I shoot to you, little black shit. Go eat banana, punk.
Play again.
Bruv, I've never heard trolling like I've heard online. I've heard people,
Yeah.
I've heard things that have made me, and I can take rawness. I've heard things that have gone, wow,
Yeah.
really? In
They all
2016?
come out, man.
You want to find racism online? You think, bruv, black lives don't matter online, you know? Real talk, bruv.
It definitely don't
No
matter.
lives matter.
It definitely don't matter on the PlayStation Network. They don't-
Yo, the PlayStation Network. Are you struggling to go online at the moment?
Yeah, I mean, I'm struggling. I have to build myself up to a level. I mean, I've had my ass kicked on FIFA quite a few times, so I just play it in the comfort of my own surroundings, with myself, of course. But yeah, the replayability factor on the Division is amazing.
Yeah.
It's
on point.
I'm just doing the story mode and trying to get that doctor and get this technical support guy to build up your home base and your safe house and all those little things. They keep you engaged enough before you have to go into the online aspect.
Do you think you're going to start using all of the technical words that they use in the game in real life? Like,
Yeah, man.
10-4.
I can see myself kind of running to the bus stop and hiding behind walls, checking for cover. You're moving, edging along the street. If you see me edging along the walls of buildings, yeah, it's because the Division's got me, man. Roger that.
Yeah, sick game, man. Also, the Homefront game's coming out soon, the Revolution.
Yes.
Boy, it's if you know what, I think all these post-apocalyptic games, they're like the ones now, innit?
They're winning.
because war. It does feel like war could happen. Really,
We're in that era though of gaming.
Yeah.
I feel like we went through the era where there was a whole heap of football games and there was a whole heap of driving games, and then we're in this era now. The world's ended and you have to make the best and get some tin can corned beef to survive and take out all that. That's where we're at now.
You have to light a fire and stuff like that.
Yeah.
No, they
With your shoelaces, you have to rub your shoelaces together to start a fire, man.
Well, this one's going to be like more open world, they're saying. So it's like you and your resistance cell. They don't even call them your teammates in these sorts of games. Your resistance cell, you can like start a rebellion and run the streets. And it's like, this is what I'm excited about with Homefront and Revolution, though, is the fact that it's with this HD effect and the realness, and like the fact that you can do this, so you can really immerse yourself in a game, is sick. That's one thing that's great. But
Yeah.
the AI, you mentioned this to me the other day on the phone. The AI on these games is nuts. And
The
on Homefront,
AI on Division is amazing.
I've played Homefront as well,
Serious?
hands on, yeah.
Yeah.
And the AI in that is clever, yeah. Because the AI has people that are clever. Like
Okay.
you can't just, like in certain game like GoldenEye used to shoot a man in the leg from
Yeah.
behind,
Yeah.
and then you forget about it.
Yeah.
Now, if you make a little bit of noise, if you act suspiciously or step in the wrong place,
Yeah.
this guy will remember your face.
Yeah.
If you walk away and come back again, he'll be like, "Hey, you! I told
What
you
game's
before."
this?
Homefront.
Okay, that actually
Yeah.
happens in the Hitman as well. You know when you're in the party and someone talks to you and you walk past it, if you blank them in the party,
Yeah.
you already you gauge people get suspicious
Exactly.
and they call you over like, hey.
Yeah. Or if you punch someone up, so you hear someone. I saw someone talking to a security guard going, they're going, what did he look like? And they went, he looks like 6 foot tall, bald headed, like him.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you mean playing in Division though? Sick.
Yep.
Vibey. What else you been up to, man?
Apart from that, just been cracking on with the Division, playing Hitman,
Yeah.
trying to wind down.
There's nothing wrong with not doing much, you know.
Yeah.
Like people have been saying that obviously because we've been doing this like studio move over the last few weeks to
Mhm.
to this new spot that we're yet to name.
Yep.
If you feel like you want to name it for us, let us know, please. Just you can tweet us at HowToKill60 #HowToKillAnHour. Just throw a name at us.
Yeah.
Get me funky doo doo plops. Who knows? But
the boom boom room.
yeah, the boom room. People have just been going to me. So what you been up to? I've been like moving studio. They'd be like, and you know.
I think that's to be expected for people of us in our field, and
Oh yeah, and I've been writing a film and
Yeah.
like starring in it and shooting it and doing the CGI
I went
as well.
I went to play pool with Bruno Mars and
Yeah.
no, sometimes we just have
Sometimes we've got to chill, man.
Yeah, we just
Major
do-
key.
normal shit.
Yeah. So I've just been doing simple stuff. There's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with not doing much. It's like people want you to like people always take the mick out of you. What did a chick say to me the other day? She goes, "Oh, if it's not on your Instagram or Twitter profile, then you're not doing it in real
Get
life."
out of here, man.
So hey, I'm people go, "Yeah, I'm like an actor, model, fitness instructor,
Yeah.
semi-pro footballer, broadcaster, entrepreneur, CEO." Get me, all that sort of stuff.
Instagram is running the world. It's actually the top used social media app at the moment, isn't it?
is Insta the top now?
Yeah.
Insta's got to be the top for stunting. Twitter's where all the fun stuff happens. I still like Twitter.
Yeah.
Twitter's a vibe for me. And Snapchat, there's not enough.
Snapchat's creeping up there.
Unless it's Khalid or Steve the Madman, Stephen, or certain people. I think some people still aren't getting it. They're like still taking pictures of their TV dinners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I guess
SMPs.
the pressure with Snapchat is that you actually need to have a personality or a life to show.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
there's no hype.
I don't want to see a 30-second video of your feet walking down the street.
Yeah. Or I don't want to see you talking to me unless it's something that's going to interest me. Like,
Or miming the latest song
no.
with a panda face. Why is everyone into pandas at the moment? Everyone on Snapchat's got a panda face.
Bruv, it's because of that. It's because of Panda, innit?
I think they all want to go to China. That's what, you want to see a panda? Go to China, man. I know pandas here. I ain't never seen a panda till most recently.
Yeah.
In fact, I've never seen a panda in real life.
I've never seen one in real life.
Yeah.
What do you think they're like, bro? They look like they could be evil, you know.
I've seen them like. Do you know what? I like pandas though because they're a sign of unity because they're black and white.
You
like what I did there?
Yeah, I see what you did there.
Michael Jackson would like pandas.
But there's still division.
Yeah, still division.
Yeah,
the black and white is separated.
Yeah,
Oh.
2016. Damn. Damn, Panda back at it with the black and white. Damn.
I got bronze in Atlanta.
I got bones in Atlanta. But so that's how I've been killing some time. We have done a few things where we've been going out to places again because we've been moving around. We haven't been able to do them. We've got some cool stuff coming up. There's one thing that I want to talk about. Funk. You can't come to that, can you? I think me and Nick are going on that. I'm not sure. That is gonna be sick.
Yeah,
that's gonna be soon. Yeah, the one that I sent you the date and you were like, can't. That's
oh
gonna be sick.
Yeah.
We've got some other bits coming up as well. Yeah, we've got some products coming up as well that we've been trying out, some gadgets and bits and bobs to find out ways to kill time just for you. But going on in the world, self-lacing Nikes. We're still waiting for those Back to the Future styled Nikes.
I'm just tutting and shaking my head at the same time, boy.
Yeah, I know. They're not out yet in per se, but Nike has revealed the first self-lacing shoe. It's a little bit different, the Hyper Adapt 1.0. So it senses the wearer's heel and tightens its laces accordingly, though. Yeah, once it's on, you can adjust the fit with 2 buttons to get things just, nice and perfect. So
they've got a name now. Nike Hyper Adapt 1.0.
Yeah, you give it that computer vibe 1.0.
So they're not just called Nike Air Michael J. Foxes.
Nah, Nike Air Tremors.
Nike Air Back to the Futures. I can't believe you went there.
Man, he's a sick bruv. He's someone who shows how you handle problems like that.
Yeah.
He just kept it moving.
Yeah.
He talked about it, kept it real, but kept acting.
Yeah.
Standard, man. I respect him for that,
He's
man.
an inspiration, man.
He is.
Makes you feel real silly when you complain about your train being late.
Yeah, I'm complaining about my train being late, my sore toe.
Yeah.
Yeah. My man's there pumped up on drugs just to stop shaking. He's still acting. I rate him. But the Hyper Adapt 1.0. I was just thinking straight away, I'd love to be able to like remote control hack someone's shoes and just start tying up their laces.
Hey, where am I going? Give them corns.
Exactly. But I mean, I don't feel like it's exciting now. Laces. Are you hyped? Would you cop?
Do you know what I used to like, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
When you was younger, there was always someone who used to do their laces in a specific way.
Yeah.
And I never knew how to do it. I was the kind of
how did they do it?
like there was ones where you could do they were crossed, and there's ones that go straight across, and then there was ones that were buying different color laces and going in. That's more interesting than self-lacing Nikes, in my opinion. I was to be fair, I was so lazy that when I bought the shoes, I'd make the person in the shop do the laces before I took
Wow,
them.
you got that value for money.
Yeah.
So
man.
you'd said to them, "I've tried it on, I like it, but do the other lace."
Yeah, do the other lace on the. Is the left one alright? Yeah, the left one's fine, but can you do the lace on the right one as well? Otherwise, there's no sale. Yeah, man. Like, because I might want to wear them at the shop.
That's the only thing. It's all right though, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's not
too bad. A bit of ambience.
every 20 minutes. I can handle that. I can handle that. That's a freight one.
Transporting weapons,
So one second.
taking the weapons to Russia,
Pause that for a sec.
Or-
Sorry, you're saying?
or a carriage full of heavy people.
Of weights. But yeah, so what were you saying?
Yeah, I said that when I purchased my Nikes or my Air Forces or my Reebok workouts back in the day, the other trainer had to be the lace had to be done because I couldn't be at home wasting my precious time. Like I spent my hard-earned pocket money doing my newspaper round or doing the chores on these trainers. I don't want to have to come home and waste more of my time trying to get these laces to look crisp, because you know that everything had to look like fresh.
Yeah.
And that included the presentation of how the laces were done.
Yeah, I was down, man. I always wanted my laces to be white. I didn't like getting dirt on my laces.
Yeah.
You know, if your laces weren't clean,
Yeah.
that used to upset me.
Yeah.
But wait 1 second. So would you ever buy a different color pair of laces and get them to lace it in the shop for you?
Yeah, man.
You do that as
Yeah. I was just like put it together, man.
make it happen.
Yeah, make that happen. That's what I'm paying for.
Oh wow. I'm not gonna lie, man. I had no trainer game when I was young, man. I was brass, bruv. So I had to work for my trainers, yeah. But what I did learn is
Yeah, Nike Air Jesus Creepers.
I had
Them old ones, beat up.
Boy, I wish I had Nike Air. Boy, but I think I learned how to walk. I don't think I can do it now.
You learn how to walk.
I learned how to walk. I learned how to walk. I learned how to walk in some Air Force Ones.
Yeah.
I had a fresh pair of white Air Force Ones, and
Yeah.
when I got home and took them off after school,
Yeah.
a day at school,
Yeah.
they still look box fresh. That was my greatest achievement, bro. I was
Okay.
like, yeah, you have mastered.
You didn't have the crease, but after the big toe, the crease in the middle.
No big toe crease
Yeah.
and no scuff at the back right or the back left.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
where your foot can scrape the floor.
Then people with the lean up Uggs,
Yeah.
man. I don't know how they learn how to walk.
Oh gosh.
They
hate that,
they
man.
walk inwards.
I hate Uggs, man. That lean. I don't even like Uggs, bruv. They just look like. I hate sweaty feet. Yeah. Hate my feet being sweaty. I know you got sweaty feet in there. Yeah. About it's cozy. No.
They've got Uggs in summer because Uggs are an Australian brand. So
Yeah. What is that about?
I don't know. Are they for walking in the sand in Australia? In the outback?
I don't know, man. Or maybe like they're so hot that the juice evaporates out of your foot, and you need to keep your feet
There's some
moist.
cheesy Ugg wearers out there, bro.
Yeah.
So what's the price point on these Nike Hyper Adapts? I'm thinking they're about a grand.
Let's have a looky. I don't know. You know. I'm thinking they're waiting for the hype.
Because I think they've got to be more expensive than those Yeezys.
More expensive than Yeezys. More expensive than J's. Let's have a look. They'll go on sale later this year. That's what they're saying. Who knows? Who knows? How much would you pay for them?
Nothing.
Are you a sneaker freak like that? Would you?
No, I'm not even a sneaker freak because something just kicks in where I feel like, and no disrespect to those guys who want to spend half their annual salary on trainers. I mean, that's you. Do you, man? Some people are throwing that amount of money on strippers. But if you
hell yes,
hell yeah,
yes. I'd rather throw the money like that at some booty than some trainers. What?
Amen.
Yeah. You're supporting friggin'. I'm supporting a single mother, and her kids direct to cash,
Listen, strippers' lives matter, man.
What would you do if your man was there? Oh, that's what I'm doing. But when you're buying all those trainers, you know what you're supporting? Slave trade. Yeah. You're supporting sweatshops.
Think about that, man.
Cop those. Think about what you're think about what you're doing. You just spent £500. Yeah.
Listen, I'm trying to get Keisha to get those D's up to a G. That boob job. I'm trying to get her to get that new bubble butt, man.
Yeah.
I feel good about myself.
Exactly. We're trying to turn Tanisha into Big Batty Tanisha. Right?
Yeah, man.
That's what we're trying to do.
I'm trying to get him on World Star.
Exactly.
You're trying to keep that kid in the sweatshop.
Exactly. Losing fingers in a Nike Air machine, so people are getting Nike Air fingers.
I don't know how you lot sleep at night.
Exactly. Disgusting people, man. Jeez. Dry feet, throwing ones at strippers. Anyway, I'm not really a sneaker guy, man. I'm just like
I'm not.
I cop. Don't get me wrong. I've got trainers.
Yeah.
But every day, I really have no reason to be stunting.
Yeah.
Like even right now. Doesn't matter what trainers I'm wearing, but I have got fresh. I've got freshy. You got to have fresh ones.
Yeah.
I've got fresh cuts, but I'm not like a.
Where would you wear this? What kind of event do you need self-lacing Nikes? And how would you even know that the Nikes are self-lacing? Do you just like, hey, wait, look at this?
In the advert, it looks like they got lights on them.
Okay.
So might be a light on when it's laced up. They're lighted. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I'd cop right now.
People just stunting out of control these days, man.
Exactly. If I had ridiculous P, I'd probably do it.
Ballin'.
But yeah, streaming wars, bruv. So the Don Daddy, the guy who's not, he said, I ain't a businessman, I'm a businessman. Jay-Z. He pulled Reasonable Doubt off Spotify.
The Rubber Lip General.
The Rubber Lip General, the camel. So he pulled Reasonable Doubt off Spotify before he launched Tidal, his own streaming service. And recently, he quietly pulled all of his Blueprint albums off all streaming services but his own Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music and Google Play. But you can still listen to the majority of Jay-Z's back catalogue on those services. He's only pulled the Blueprint. What? I don't know why. Mate, is that his most streamed album?
Jigga, man, like, what? I don't get his movements. With this Tidal thing, I feel like from the get-go, they've had so many issues, even with some of the management leaving and getting sacked and whatnot. There's a lot of division within the whole Tidal setup. Yeah. And it seems like it's like a suck and see scenario. With every passing month, they're evaluating what works and what doesn't. But that should have been done before the launch.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, with a business like that, you have to be flexible, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But if he pulls stuff from these services,
at
what point will they not allow him to pull and put back on and pull and put back on? At what point will these services say, you know what, we don't need your streams, bruv?
I think if Jay-Z is kind of promote this image of being a boss, then he needs to take a certified boss stance and be like, all my catalogue is going to be on Tidal and that's it. All this toing and throwing, it just gives a perception of someone who isn't sure of what to do, and they're running the company.
What, pulling a bit here, pulling a bit there.
Yeah.
This is us presuming that he doesn't have this. He has ownership over everything, which I think he does. He's not the kind of artist now.
Yeah,
I
man.
think he'll be like, oh well, I can't control where that streams.
More U-turns in an Usher song,
boy. But you know what? I think that affected Kanye's latest album. The fact that was it only on Tidal and his site, I think it was.
Yeah, and then he released on Apple and it went number one.
Exactly. And I saw people going, yes, it's on Spotify now. And I was like, ain't the whole point of your music to distribute it as far and as wide as possible?
Mm-hmm. And the thing with Kanye, I mean, Kanye's going to come out in the second part of 2016 and complain about New World slaves and all that. But if you're not strong enough to take that stance and be independent and understand what independence means, that you're going to have to have some, there's going to be some shortcomings.
Yeah.
You can't be everywhere and be independent because you're going to be in that one niche that you're trying to kind of occupy, but he wants to be everywhere. I mean, mass market and independence.
It's hard to hit both. I mean, as someone who produces music, what are your thoughts on these streaming services?
I mean, streaming it's undeniable. We're heading that way. We're getting dragged into it, kicking and screaming, so there's nothing we could do about it. in terms of what these guys are arguing about, I'm kind of indifferent because I'm not up there at the all white parties sipping $5 million champagne. So what these guys are arguing about is not really of concern to me, and what I do and what my peers do.
Yeah,
we're still kind of engaged in the creative aspect of it, where these guys are still trying to squeeze whatever money's left out of a ridiculously low price point, because music now is what, 79p, 99p, and
to some,
exactly
free to most,
or free on your torrents.
Yeah,
but yeah, I feel if you are going to set up something which is independent, your own, because you're disenfranchised with what is already out there, it doesn't make sense to put your music still in those same markets. You have to pull everything.
Yeah.
So when we saw that launch of Tidal and you had all those massive figureheads of pop music, you had Daft Punk, you had Jay-Z, Nicki Minaj, Madonna, all around the round table.
Yeah,
before they could declare war against North Korea, man. They were in it. They were all there, boy.
They got the Twitter power to do that. They got the Twitter power to say, let's just invade North Korea. And then if 10% of all of their followers are over there, that's an army.
Yeah, man. You have little Johnny from Arkansas and little Timmy from London all on the ship to North Korea. They can do that. They can mobilize a lot of people. Yeah. So they're not setting a good example because they have that power. Yeah. But they just look unsure because obviously they care about their pockets. Their accountants are saying, this is nice, but it's not a good business move.
It's not doing that well. Yeah. I mean, there's a positive. I reckon there's more positive ways of doing it. You can say, how about I exclusively release it a week before?
Yeah.
It's, neat and tidy stuff like that. Or when they had the Samsung, the free, was it Jay-Z's album dropped free on Samsung phones or whatever. Do it like, I think even finesse. Not don't do it angrily. Don't be like I'm taking my ball home. That's how it feels. I don't know whether that's the way the media wants to play Jay-Z.
Yeah.
But I feel like instead of it being like, hey guys, you know what? Because we love Tidal so much and we love our Tidal people, we're gonna give you a little exclusive taste.
Yeah, it's definitely good cop, bad cop, innit? Kanye was the bad cop and he threw his toys at the pram.
Yeah.
With that.
Yeah.
But I feel the whole Tidal just the whole Tidal setup, it's not attractive enough to make people wait. Because if they are on iTunes and you do a Tidal exclusive, people just be like, I'll wait a couple of weeks till it comes out on Apple.
Yeah, I'm team Spotify at the moment. Team Spotify.
How you finding that?
Do you know what I love? I'm convinced that their algorithm for play. Is that me? Is that the iPad? Or is that you?
Yeah.
I'm convinced that their algorithm for playlist of the week, is it called playlist of the week? I'm just going to check what it's called. I'm convinced that the algorithm, it apparently it learns what I listen to, and picks out tunes. But bruv, it is drawing for tunes.
Really?
Yeah, like it's like an old school. You get like an old school grime tune.
Yeah.
Then you'll get like a new hip hop tune. I'm convinced that they've got a little man working in Spotify who's just a hip hop head who's selecting tunes for me. Their algorithms are sick, and I keep listening to back catalogue stuff as well. I'm listening to new music. I don't want to sound like some old bro. It's like, but like, I find Spotify is good for that's it. Discover Weekly, this playlist. So it just every week, it just picks out tunes for you, like a fresh playlist, and the algorithm on that is so sick, bruv. It's my gym playlist. I'm lifting weights at the gym too. Yeah. And that's me currently, but I might flip over to the other side of things. But to be fair, because of the radio stuff, obviously music still hits my inbox kind of fresh. But if I just want to access music, I find Spotify Premium is great, and I haven't got to download music to my phone, keep it on phone. I think the interface is not perfect, but out of all the interfaces, I find it the best. So
from your position of you're pretty happy with the Spotify setup, then do you think there's any room for Tidal to succeed?
No, for me personally, no. And like when it was like, well, fine, you ain't getting a Kanye album, I was like,
so
I don't know what I was like. Oh, I will find it eventually. That's how I felt like it will come to me eventually. Yeah, I don't know whether that's the whole like we've changed as a generation now where you have. Remember before it was like you have to cop the album, you have to listen. Now I'm just like it will come to me eventually. You know what? The big tunes are going to get... I'm going to find out what the wickedest tunes are because they're going to come to me, and then I'll listen to the album when I'm ready and I'll enjoy the album tracks that I enjoy. Like, I don't know, I just feel so blasé about the whole music thing. I feel like good music comes to me.
Yeah.
or good music finds you, or good music pops in the clubs or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know whether I sound like a mainstream here because I came from a specialist background. So
Yeah.
I used to
here.
like dig through music and be
Yeah.
like, oh, I love this. But now
But
I'm just
I
like,
did tweet that a while ago that the influx of music is just crazy at the moment. So even
Yeah,
if
it's like
you-
a tide.
a tidal wave.
Yeah.
So even when you had the release of Dr. Dre's Compton album,
Yeah.
people spoke about it for about a week, 2 weeks tops,
Exactly.
and there's on to the next thing.
There you go.
Even this Anderson .Paak album, which I heard is an amazing album as
Yeah.
well.
It'll come to me.
Week. Tops.
You know what? It'll come to me. It'll come to me.
Yeah.
It'll come to me. I felt
Yeah.
like that about Bryson Tiller. I was like, you know what? I
Yeah.
heard a lot of hype, and I was like, you know what?
Don't.
Yeah, I was like, I was just like, you know what? I'm hearing a lot of hype. I'm copying singles out here, but if I go deep,
Yeah.
let me let it come to me a bit, man.
Yeah,
I don't know. I
yeah.
can't let everyone around me tell me what the hot stuff is, as
Yeah.
well as finding out what's hot as well. Because
Yeah.
I don't know why I've changed to that mindset recently.
Yeah.
But that's just how I feel, bruv.
Mm.
Anyway, we here at How to Kill an Hour. Actually, you know what? Before that, we're going to be talking about how streaming can make you miserable. Coming up in a second, so be careful. We at How to Kill an Hour love gaming and clothes. So when Numbskull told us about the new Dark Soul free range, we were like, yo, we'll have some of that. And their hat and t-shirt are especially sick, so we thought we'd give you a chance to get your hands on them for free. Simple. If you want to get your hands on that stuff, go to howtokillanhour.com/win. That's howtokillanhour.com/win.
Win.
All right? Yeah.
You win.
You win. Sorry about all the phones popping today. We're just not used to this etiquette. We've been out of the way. I almost ate a bag of wasabi peanuts as well.
Yeah.
but,
Tried to kill me.
but I didn't realize Funk was allergic to peanuts as well.
Newsflash: Marcus likes nuts.
Yeah. Wasabi. You got them wasabi nuts. You got them wasabi nuts. I'll be eating them wasabi nuts. So yeah, streaming can make you miserable, Funk. Apparently, new research from the University of Toledo. I'm probably saying that wrong. Said that Netflix binge watching can make you miserable. Describing it as a growing public health concern that needs to be addressed.
If you're binge watching, you probably ain't washing as well. So
That's why
of course it's going to cause a health concern.
armpit bacteria
Yeah, man.
levels grow. 400 people were surveyed, and the results and the results were screened for TV addiction. 77% watched 2 or more hours of TV a day. 2 or more hours of TV a day on average, and 35% described themselves as binge watchers. And binge watching had a positive correlation with poor mental and physical well-being. Long story short, the people that watch more television were stupider and and weaker. How do you feel after a Netflix binge? Do you feel stupider?
It depends what I'm binge watching. I mean,
No, you know what? That's a load of bollocks. Because when I watch House,
yeah,
that was educational, man.
I guess so.
I learned what a hypnic jerk was. Yeah, and no, that's not a Hispanic kind of crossover special. Hypnic. No, there's no or a jerk from the side with the.
Is that a medical term?
Yeah, no. It is a medical term.
Yeah.
Apparently, you know that thing where you're falling asleep, but you feel like you're falling and you go, huh, like that.
Okay.
It's called a hypnic jerk. And it's because your body, you're so tired, you fall asleep so quickly, your body thinks it might be dying, so it wakes you up quickly.
Wow.
It gives you a little shot of adrenaline.
Hypnic
Apparently.
jerk.
Yeah, so that's educational.
Yeah.
I loved House, man. Sorry, yeah. What do you think though, Funk?
I think it does depend on the kind of series that you're watching. I mean, I'm trying to think of it, and because when you watch the end of, have you seen Sons of Anarchy?
No.
Yeah.
Anything.
Sons of Anarchy, the way that ends, it can I guess if you've built up a relationship with the main protagonist, then when I'm not going to spoil it for anyone, but
Yeah.
Jax gets run over.
Yeah.
I hate you, Butch. I hate you too. Yeah, so by the end of the series, when that happens, you're kind of left like, oh, gutted, probably walking around with a cloud over you. So I guess the only thing I could draw from it is if you've built up a relationship, an affinity for that main character, and he dies or he or she dies, then it could probably send you to a dark place. But apart from that, I don't know, man. Just flick on a few comedies. I think Chris Tucker got comedy on there, and watch something like that, man. Cheer you up.
I still don't get why people like certain television that's quite grim. There's
Yeah.
like all those like murder programs and stuff like that, where it's like, I don't know.
Listen, I used to know so many girls who's like, I watch a lot of documentaries on serial killers. I'm like, bye.
Yeah. what is that?
Bye.
Yeah, like what is that? Oh yeah, like
Your ass is crazy.
Yeah, it's like the more twisted and sick the killers
Yeah.
are, the more people are like. Well, I feel like people are like, yeah, it's real good, man. Like, yeah, he raped her and he cuts their heads off and hands. I'm like, nah, I'm alright, man. I'm gonna watch some Comedy Central. I'm gonna watch some South Park. That's my brand of
She's
crazy.
just snitching them, man. Send the people in white coats around. Yeah, pick her up, man.
Because if you watch a lot of that stuff on, and it's kind of, there's HD TVs now, 4K.
Yeah.
I used to say this to Ace quite a lot. Doesn't it? It's quite real. So like, aren't you watching kind of real fucked up stuff happening for entertainment?
Listen, soon they're gonna have these documentaries, these murder documentaries on Netflix, and when the person gets stabbed, there's gonna be something that sprays liquid at you from the back of the TV. Like,
Yeah, and everyone's gonna go
like those rides at Disney, those 4D rides or 7D rides.
And everyone's gonna be like, oh yeah, rewind that again. I missed it. I missed it.
Maybe
Yeah,
some of our younger listeners, they probably won't remember something called Smell-O-Vision. Remember when Smell-O-Vision came out? It came out around about the 90s, and they used to get these scratch cards that used to come out in the sun.
Oh yeah.
And basically, depending on what show was on, there'd be like a card for your show, and you can scratch the card. You'd be like, oh, you'd be watching a program on sewage. You go, oh, this smells of shit.
I forgot about that. You know,
Yeah, Smell-O-Vision. It's coming, man.
they should do that for cookery shows.
Yeah.
Cookery shows, so you can smell that food
Smell
cooking.
that bad cooking. I don't want to smell the cooking on Come Down With Me, boy. It looks awful.
Yeah. some of those low scorers. Oh, God, crazy. So what? So you binged on Sons of Anarchy?
Yeah, I binged on Sons of Anarchy. No, Sons of Anarchy I didn't watch in one sitting. But what did I watch? I think I watched Daredevil in one sitting.
Well,
Like,
the
no,
new season, the second,
the first season.
the first,
Yeah.
the first one.
I just watched in one sitting. I watched Better Call Saul in one sitting.
Yeah.
And when you think about it, a lot of those are kind of like, they're dramas. So dramas, I guess, could affect your mood.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you watched, I don't know, Friends, I guess that might lift you
Yeah.
in terms of your mood by the end of the season finale.
The difference between Friends is that Friends was designed when it wasn't about binge watching.
Yeah.
Like you will wait a next week for it.
Yeah,
So there might be a cliffhanger on it. But now I feel like with Better Call Saul and stuff like that, the whole point of that show
yeah.
is to give you that EastEnders cliffhanger.
I don't see the sense in some of this stuff being even episodical because people watch it all in one go anyway.
Yeah. So
If they could, yeah.
just do what Netflix does with like Daredevil and drop the whole season.
Yeah,
And say, look, here
just
you go.
drop it. But when you think about it, like the other day on Twitter, everyone went mental ham sandwich over the season finale of The Walking Dead. Now, I'm a bit behind on The Walking Dead, but apparently the season finale, it angered people so much that the makers had to come out and do some press release and say, we apologize.
An apology.
Yeah.
What happened?
There's a character on there, and I mean, like I said, I'm behind. I think I'm still on season 3, but one of the characters, I don't know if he killed one of the main cast members or something, or there's been a revelation of this new character and whatnot and what he's been up to.
Yeah.
And it must be a case of what that season had been building up to, the way it kind of concluded, it didn't make the viewers happy.
Yeah.
And I think there's a lot of pressure from script writers and production companies to get it right, because social media has been used as a big tool to kind of like to batter these companies, whether they're AMC or these production companies that are putting out this stuff, because when the crowd ain't happy, it has a knock-on effect.
Of course. Well, I just Googled it. The Walking Dead fans freak out over season 6 massive cliffhanger. But the thing is, cliffhanger's what gets them the ratings.
Yeah. But I guess then that's affecting their mood and their mental well-being, because if it's causing anger, a cliffhanger. So it's actually got nothing to do with the actual storyline. It's just the way the whole narrative was left, and it's making people angry.
Yeah, apparently someone dies and we didn't know
Virtual
who it
slap
was.
for the lot of you, man.
Yeah.
Virtual slap.
But listen, if we didn't watch it, they wouldn't make more of it.
Yeah.
Just like the Kardashians, they keep making them shows
Keep
over
churning
and
it out.
over again.
And someone's watching it. As much as people say, "Oh, don't watch that rubbish." Who is, man?
What can you recommend though? What can you for all those who want to kill some time watching some TV out there?
Ooh, yeah. Gosh. Well, I'm into my manga and my anime. Netflix, they kind of up their game on that. They've got a few classics on there. on the in the archives now. They put a lot of old films on there, a lot of classics. But in terms of series, Better Call Saul. It's a slow burner, but worth a watch. Obviously, you got Game of Thrones coming out soon. If you need to catch up with that, hit up the Game of Thrones. Daredevil is a very, 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 very good adaptation of the Marvel franchise. And obviously, it's had to kind of reconstruct what Ben Affleck messed up many, many years ago. But to saying that, I was happy with Ben Affleck's Batfleck. I was happy with it.
Were you?
I was, and I know there's a lot of people who are just like he's polarized opinion, but I was happy with his representation of Batman, and they've just announced that he's going to be doing the new Batman film and directing it. So
he's going to be in a Justice League film as well.
Yeah.
He can direct a film though, I must say that. But he's going to be chopping some money from that. But I don't think that the Batman was bad per se in the film. Batman versus Superman. I just think the film was so poor.
Henry Cavill should be called Man of Wood because his acting is very wooden.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I thought he was alright. I think he's alright.
You see, this is the thing. I think it's... I don't know what to expect, obviously, because I've never seen a Superman that isn't kind of wooden. I mean, rest in peace. What's his name?
Christopher Reeves.
Yeah. He was quite a wooden Superman as well.
Yeah, he was all American.
Yeah. So I guess he has to kind of represent that, but he doesn't have a lot of personality on screen. I've never seen him in anything else. Actually, he's in The Man from U.N.C.L.E.
Hey, that's sick.
Is it good? Yeah.
Guy Ritchie film, man, sick. That film made me say Henry Cavill for Bond.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyone who wonders why I say that, watch that and tell me he's not James Bond in that, bruv.
I need to check that out.
Sick.
Really?
Sick film.
Wow.
Sick.
Wow. 7.6.
Guy Ritchie did that. Sick.
Oh.
So I give it 10. Sick.
Sick.
Yeah, it was really
10,
good.
6.
10 sixes. But yeah, man, I didn't like the Batman vs Superman film. I think it was it felt like it was. You said you spoke to me on the phone about this actually because didn't I call you?
Yeah, you
called
called me.
Upset.
Yeah. See, it messes with your mental and physical well-being.
Yeah, I saw that. I stayed up late and watched that.
Yeah.
On my birthday.
Yep.
Yeah. Waste of time. But yeah, you said it's because they're trying to catch up with Didn't you say they're catching up with Avengers? That's why they rushed all that stuff in the film.
Well, the agenda for Warner is that they are definitely trying to catch up with the place that Disney is at. And Disney is just, not only have Disney got that outlet of Marvel, they've got Pixar, and they're struggling. I mean, so the competition is struggling because they're churning out winners. Like this year, they've had Zootropolis, they've got the Civil War coming, they've got Doctor Strange coming. They're going to kill it again. They're going to hit the 1 billion mark, and Warner Brothers, the only franchise they've really got is DC, and they're trying to channel all their hits through DC. So there's a lot of pressure. See, here's my thing. I said Zack Snyder was under a lot of pressure because he had to create an intro to the Justice League.
Yeah. And
he had to do that within one film. So
is that why they squeeze all that stuff in?
Yeah, so they squeeze all that stuff in to try and be like, okay, long story short, and then we're here now. So the next thing I'm going to give you is Justice League. Whereas Marvel have had countless films. There's about 6 or 7 films that the characters are interrelated to build up to the Avengers point that Marvel have had. And because Christopher Nolan made a trilogy of films which were pretty much self-containing, it closed the DC universe and it didn't expand on these other characters which they exist in the same universe, which is Superman, Flash, Green Lantern, and whatnot, Wonder Woman. But now they have to do all these films and hope that people understand what's going on.
Yeah, when you rush stuff though, it can go wrong.
Definitely,
the castings can go wrong. Lois Lane is just a cat. Lois Lane.
Yeah.
Ain't Lois Lane supposed to be a bit of eye candy as well? Isn't that her character? Isn't she supposed to be a bit? Yeah,
she is. That? I mean, like Clark's got Lois, and he's got the woman from Smallville in the comic books, and so she probably might appear. It's funny because in Smallville, she's a bit of an annoying character, but in the comic book, she gets older, she gets a job at the same newspaper company that Clark Kent works at, and she becomes a stalker. Yeah,
the real Lois Lane.
No, the Lana.
The Lana.
Yeah, she's a stalker.
That's a lot more realistic, man.
Yeah. If people get these representations of film or TV wrong, it does affect your well-being, because I guess if you read the book or you read the comic about these things, you have an expectation of what should be delivered. And when these studio companies budget up or they condense it and they miss bits out, some people, you see it on the timeline all the time, hashtag, people get real angry and they start venting.
Yeah, they just need to take their time, man. I feel like if the story's good, I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
I ain't got an issue.
Yeah.
I ain't got an issue with it.
Yeah.
Like being slightly behind. Like loads of stories start. Like, don't feel like you have to catch up with Avengers. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Anyway, enough about that.
Yeah.
Teleportation.
Beam me up, Scotty.
Teleportation.
Beam me up, Bronzy.
I hate when people do that. Like, I'm about to tell you about real life teleportation. That Microsoft have invented virtual reality video calling, where you can like teleport somebody into your room and you teleport into their room. Basically, Microsoft got this VR technology, HoloLens, and it films like me, Funk, and puts me in the room with you when you're wearing the VR headset, if that makes sense. They call it holoportation. So I'm being filmed and it broadcasts me into your room, and then you're being filmed and it broadcasts you into my room. So we can walk around, sit, talk, like we could have the conversation like we're having now, except you would not be in the room with me.
Okay.
What do you think of that, bro? Oh, is it what I was going to say is, what would Microsoft need to do to make you use this? Like, what would they just need to let you get your hands on it? Or is this something that interests you? Or would you use this?
I feel when they brought out FaceTime, and the reason I want to talk about FaceTime is that FaceTime was an aspect of the call where it added something extra. So you could not only hear the person, you could see the person. And when you look at how many people actually use FaceTime calling, not many people use it. There's not many people that kind of walk down the street with the FaceTime thing on, or they're even at home using the FaceTime thing. So it kind of speaks to me that if you give something extra beyond an audio call, people won't use it as much. Yeah. So the only use I can see for this, the whole Microsoft thing, is that it'll be good for conference calls and those big meetings when they put on the headset and they can have like 7-8 man in the room and they're talking around and they're doing a presentation and the person actually can physically move. I think that would probably be sick. But I think for personal use, where would you use this?
I wouldn't mind doing it. We could record the podcast. You could be sitting at home and it'd be, because we can do over the phone stuff and Skype stuff. We do sometimes. We need to. But I still feel like being in the room with someone makes a lot more of a
definitely
difference. So maybe for that. But yeah, it's a bit gimmicky though, isn't it, really? It's like phone calls still win. I mean, if anything, FaceTime audio is the thing that I like the most, because you get that little clear sound.
Very, very clear. But then I guess this will be the success of this idea, I think, is probably banking on the success of the new PlayStation hardware that's coming out.
Right.
And I think if that does well, then people might be more susceptible to kind of like getting their wallet out and getting this.
All right, I'll tell you how I'd use it. If I had an office with loads of employees, what I'd do is I'd say, fine, you can work from home, everyone. Yeah. But you have to turn on the HoloLens, so I can see that you're just not messing around in it. So once in a while, I can just flip over to your desk. What are you doing, bruv? Yeah. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Gosh, employees will hate that, man.
What are you doing? Huh? Oh, you working? Yeah. You sure about that?
I just thought of a way this could be used. When you switch on Babe Station and you make
yes,
and you make that call, and Tiffany is in your room.
So Tiffany's in your room, and they position her over a squidgy hole.
There you go, Microsoft.
Bruv, another idea, another how to kill an hour idea. We put on the table. Another one. Yeah, watch when that gets used. Yeah, we're gonna be like, damn, wish we had the patent.
I'm not even joking. I think the porn industry is gonna snap this up. You know, there could be so many people buying this.
What, because of the porn side of things?
Yeah, I think so.
And they got machines that sort of connects you to your
Have you seen that video on Facebook? With the kind of the virtual reality headset, and it's supposed to be immersive, but the person's got other kind of interactive features where they're touching like a I don't know, like a squidgy stress ball, and that stress ball is supposed to represent the virtual reality woman's breasts or whatever, and they've got a headset on, so it's kind of like a level up from that thing. And obviously Japan has probably got this technology anyway.
Yeah, probably got it in the men's room. Men's room, high tech. Men's room got more technology in it than my whole yard. Man, you're going to the toilet. You're going for a number 1 or a 2? I'm going for a 5. But so in this video, what is the guy actually like banging this thing?
Yeah, he is.
Or is it like is it just like a bit of sponge?
So he's
is it moving on him?
Yeah, it's one of those videos that's got like about 500 million shares. It just landed on my Facebook wall. I don't know who. I'm not going to bet out the person who who shared it onto my wall, but I just saw it on my timeline, and I'm just like, what the hell is this? And you see, they've got like a little double screen to show you what he's seeing. Yeah, and he's got his virtual reality headset and he's lying back and he's just like engaged and enjoying himself, and he's not naked or anything. He's got like a bodysuit on or everything. Okay, but he's touching.
But has he got his pants down? Is
no, he hasn't. There's
no hole that he's inside.
No.
Oh, I thought he was like
no.
Like it's like, I thought he was like a pillow with breasts.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
There's no like sex toy feature or anything like that. But what he's touching is supposed to represent the feel of real breasts, and obviously what he's seeing is kind of backing that up.
I don't know. It'd have to be very real for me to think about spending some money on it. And levels of arguments between couples would just drop to zero.
Yep.
If guys could get their hands on this.
I'm going on to my Babe Station Booty 45.
Is that cheating though? If you do that though,
listen, they'll make it cheating. I know some women out there that
they.
I'm talking about you women. No.
Yeah, you.
They'll make that cheating.
Nah, man.
There's some people that will complain about anything.
Why isn't there as many tools for men? Like, it's not. I don't feel like it's as widely accepted. Like women, it's like, got a toy. So a toy. I'm like, it's not a toy.
Yeah.
I don't like that word. It's not a toy. It's not. You wouldn't get it out in front of like a 5 and be like, hey, let's all have a play. No, it's not a toy.
Because for men, the toy is simply a magazine. Yeah. I think men are very simple creatures.
Some lotion.
Yeah. A lotion and a magazine.
Internet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why haven't we got real like as many things?
There's no hardware.
When one of my boys was leaving the area that we live in, I don't want to say where to because it'll be bait who he is. But we got him a fleshlight.
A fleshlight?
We got him a fleshlight, which looks like a torch on one side and a thing on the other. We never asked him if he used it. I need to ask him and get a review. Anyway, it's been good to be back, Funk. It's been good to be back. We just killed an hour out here, bruv.
Oh my God, we're back again.
We're on Twitter, at HowToKill60. I'm on Twitter as at Marcus Bronzy. What's your Twitter?
I'm on Twitter as Funk Butcher, FUNKBUTCHER.
That's right. And there's plenty of ways to kill an hour out there. Thank you for killing one with us. We'll be back next Thursday on time. Yes. Promise you. We're back in the book. We're back. So yeah, thank you very much. See you next week.
Peace.
We at How to Kill an Hour love gaming and clothes as well. So when Numskull told us about the new Dark Soul Freeze range, we said we'll have some of that, but we're not stingy. So let's share that with the How to Kill an Hour listenership. If you want to get your hands on that and win a wicked t-shirt and a pretty cool hat actually as well, go to howtokillanhour.com/win. That's howtokillanhour.com/win.